Have fun.
What is up, guys? Covering our last UFC event of the year. It was our last event on ESPN. Thank fucking God. Their service is trash and I'm tired of paying for that shit. That being said, it was a pretty exciting card. We're going to get with our Brazilian Jiu Jitsu brown belt, Tanner Francisco Dunphy, and the MMA super fan, Jiu Jitsu white belt, George Novo. What's up, fellas? What'd you think of the card? And
This
how happy are
card,
you guys to be done with fucking ESPN?
this card was not as great as last weekend's, which is to be expected. Last weekend was an
I mean,
anomaly.
fair.
But what is great is this was the end of the ESPN era. We don't have to deal with ESPN's shitty streaming service. Sometimes you can't. I can't even watch the PFL fights because it's region locked. Why would you not let the US watch that? That's so dumb. I, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm not gonna have to pay for pay-per-views every month. 2 pay-per-views some months. Gonna be saving a lot of money. Gonna be spending that $120 January 1st for the year for Paramount, and then not looking back.
That's right.
George, you geeked for it too?
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. It's nice to not have to have ESPN anymore. I canceled it 2 weeks ago to switch to HBO. And on top of that, going back to what you said about the PFL, if they're really spiteful and sorry that they're losing the UFC, wouldn't you want them to have access to the PFL, the direct competitor?
Yeah, you would think that you would want to really show off your other MMA organization and be like, hey, you don't have to leave us. We have MMA still. But
I think the
That
CEO is
shit to bet
snorting
on that
sugar
one.
off the table. That's
Yeah,
what my dad says. My dad really likes
that
that
was a
sugar.
major ball drop.
yeah, yeah,
This is a
absolutely.
nice road.
But let's jump into last night in Vegas at the Apex Center. We had UFC Fight Night Royval versus Cop. Starting us off, we had Jamie Lynn Horth getting the round 1 knockout over Teresa Belita with a big right hook and then some follow-up shots. Tell us about it, Will. That was at 125, by the way.
Yeah, I told you guys I believe in Jamie Lynn Horth. She trains at a great gym, and oftentimes, I mean, we saw it with Sarah training her in the gym. How many times did we take her to like a jiu-jitsu tournament and she won because she was just meaner than the other girls?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe they had more skill, but they were not nearly as mean as she was, and that is 75% of the fight. Believe me, it totally is. If you have a great gas tank and you're way meaner than the other person, you got a real good shot at beating them. And that's what Jamie Lynn Horth brings to the table. She's not going to be afraid of any girl in there. She's good at grappling. She can handle herself everywhere. And hey, she's going to crack you. Great fight.
Yeah. George, what'd you think?
I thought that Teresa was gonna come out with a win on here. I was completely wrong. That right hand was nasty, and she did her best impression of all this meal prep videos I've been watching. She took out the saran wrap, put that chicken on a table, and beat the shit out of it with a meat hammer. What can I say, dude? Leda looks shell shocked, man. Like she forgot her gloves at home. Horth is now 3-1 in the UFC, and she's building a resume, while Blee is wondering if MMA is her side gig.
Yes. All right. Moving on. Heavyweight bout. We had Guilherme Pat getting the unanimous decision victory over Alan Fry Jr. I thought Alan Fry was doing enough to get the victory. I don't know about you guys. What'd you think on that one, Will?
I just think that it's you have to be visually pleasing to the judges, right? We forget that we're sitting here watching it through a screen and these guys are watching it right there in front of the cage. And sometimes when you're right there and you don't appreciate a guy like Alan Fry pressing it to the fence, controlling him on the wall because he's not making real big movements, right? He's just creating situations that are tough for the time. When Guillermo Pat landed, there was always a big reaction and he had his face all busted up. So it's the visuals sometimes. I think he pushed the pace okay, but I think the upper echelon guys, the guys that can wrestle back, because Guillermo Pat, he seemed like in the wall work he was lacking. I think that's what you're talking to, right? Like Alan
Yeah.
Fry did the dirty boxing, he controlled the space better, and he held him on the fence. So in that aspect, Guillermo Pat, he can maybe strike with the top level strikers right away because of his athleticism, but when he gets put on the fence with like Sergey Spivak, he's getting beat up, dude. Like he's not going to be able to get off that fence. You know, a lot of those guys in that heavyweight division are good at everything. So both these guys got a lot of improvements to make. Alan Fry and his striking and head movement, and Guillermo Pat. That dude needs to spend a lot of time on the mats because he's a pretty kickboxer, but he looks like he could be put on his head easy.
Yeah. George, same sentiment?
Bro, this was heavyweight action at its best. Two big dudes hugging walls and trading pillow punches. Pat gets the W.
Hey, jeez.
Damn. All right. Let's move on to 135 in the women's division. We had Lana Santos getting the unanimous decision over Melissa Croden. I did not see it going down that way. What do you think?
No, I didn't see that happen either, man. Luana Santos is a high-level judo practitioner, and Melissa Croden is not. So why would you try to be Greco-Roman style wrestling that woman?
No, it didn't make
When
any
you're
sense.
standing at range and you're piecing her up because you're the better kickboxer, let's continue to do that. I don't know if Croden was like, maybe she was injured in some way that her striking was compromised, or maybe she thought she was just going to go big sister Luana Santos, but that was a terrible game plan. Never grab the judoka unless you know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good way to end up on the top of your head involuntarily. George?
Man, Santos stays undefeated, man. She broke out that singlet, and I would have liked to see something more. Instead of just kind of the headlock, just dropping some punches, a la our boy from Turkmenistan, wherever, did that same thing to DDP. It would have been nice to see her, finish it, advanced position to mount, and drop some elbows. But hey, regardless, that's on the other fighter too. That's on Crow not being able to get up.
Not the Turkmenistan.
Not that I'm not knowing what it's like being able not to get up.
Yeah, just
I
stand
could
up.
show
Right?
you, George. I
Yeah.
could show you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He knows.
Hell, I've fallen and I can't get up.
He knows.
All right, let's move on to our fight of the night at heavyweight. We had Steven Big Boy Asplin getting the standing TKO over Sean Sharaf. Jeez. 50K to both these guys. Sean took an absolute beating. Every time from the first punch Steven threw, every single one after that was a giant thud landing. I do not know how Sean stayed standing that entire time. But even knocking him out, he was still up. He was still standing, just eating them. Oh my gosh, that was brutal. What did you think about it, Will?
I love that it was like a standing TKO, but no one questioned it because as soon as the ref stopped it, Sean was like, "Oh, thank fucking God, dude." He just walked away. But to your credit, man, he has a cinder block of a head.
Dude.
Oh my God. Every time Steve landed flush, everyone like
Every
nothing.
single one of them sounded like it was a skull getting clapped with a baseball bat. It was rough
his
to hear,
nose
man.
was so mushed that he caught him with like a little sliding inside left hook at like the end of the first round, and it changed the look on Sean's face. Every time that Steve fainted to him, Sean just bit down his mouthpiece, closed his eyes. So halfway through that second round, it was just like, when is this dude gonna fall? Oh my God. Steve Asplund, for being 261 pounds, the cardio that guy possesses, and he's got talent in those hands, straight punches.
Yeah.
He stays on the jab. He was switching to southpaw, cutting off Sean a little bit. So it wasn't just a a barroom brawl situation. This guy was technical. Sean started out technical. About halfway through the first round is when his cardio was even compromised. Right, he started out landing some big shots. It was a very great fight, and it was a very deserving of fight of the night. I think
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat in this fight the entirety of it, and the rest of them were just like, the last fight, the main event, that was great. And the Morgan Charrier getting stoned out, that was cool. But this one, there's just something to be said about a dude who can eat 150 shots and just stay in there and take it.
Yeah, Asplin broke the record for most significant strikes in a heavyweight fight, and he did
In
it in
less than
under
two full
2 rounds.
rounds.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
poor Sean's face. George,
Yeah, dude, that cut that opened up, that dude was bleeding a river down his face. That was so nasty. I haven't seen somebody get cracked like that since Jason Von Flew when he caught that spinning elbow and busted him all the way to the forehead down to the bone.
it's funny you
Thing I
mentioned that.
the thing I really liked about this fight is his post-fight interview. He said he would have broke DC's record too if he would have hung in there the full another round.
He
Steve
would have.
Asplin reminds me of like what you get when you mix the trash talk of Uncle Chael and the personality and likableness of Jelly Roll. This guy is going to be fun to watch.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. Lacey alluded to the blood like 4 fights later, the Buchecha fight. She was like, "Who's bleeding?" Because there was just a pile of blood still on the canvas.
That was one guy.
I was like, that happened way earlier. All right, let's move on to fight number 5 at 145 in the men's division. Joe Anderson Brito getting the unanimous decision, showing that he's just, kind of a veteran in this game over Isaac Thompson. Thompson looked great. He just looked young and inexperienced. This was a hell of a first fight in the UFC for Thompson, and on short notice. For those 2 factors, he looked phenomenal. I'd love to see what this kid's capable of on a full fight camp, and
Right.
against somebody that he plans on fighting. Just my take on that one. What do you think, Will?
Man, I was excited for the future for the kid. I mean, what is he, 20, 21, something like
Yeah,
that?
something super young.
He's not very old. And like you said, he came in on short notice.
23.
He put Joe Anderson Brito in some seriously bad situations in the first round, and he was cracking and he was thumping. He had some stuff going on the feet. Joe Anderson Brito has a win over Diego Lopez. The dude is good, and there is no reason that you should pick against him in really any fight that he's in with anyone in this division. He beats himself most times. So it was just like Tanner said, it's welcome to the big leagues moment. And all in all, for him to have that now and it not really go that bad for him, hell,
Right?
that kid's going to be good for a while.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That was kind of my thought. Like, damn, to have this opportunity so early to show out and show, hey, you're game, even against a tough ass opponent. Good on him. George?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly on this fight. I will say that I hope that he goes onward and upward and he doesn't get stuck in that developmental hell, kind of like whenever they pushed people like Sage Northcutt way too early.
Oh, not the Super Sage. All right, let's move on to 170, where Yaroslav Amosov getting the anaconda choke over Neil Magny. I like the way he got into it from mount. I like the way he readjusted the grip after trapping the elbow with his leg, and then he was able to let go and retighten the grip. Something I would love to break down later on. But in round 1 over a vet like Neil Magny is crazy. What do you think, Will?
Yeah, I couldn't believe how he made it look really easy. Like you said, he made it look effortless, and it's hard to Darce choke a man, especially a man of Neil Magny's caliber. This dude, he used the shin pin on the bicep to get the ghillie grip, and then inverted to fix the grip for the Darce choke, and then strangled Neil Magny to sleep. It was beautiful.
Yeah. No second chances for Magny in this one, like he got in that Jake Matthews fight.
Mm-hmm.
The old buzzer beater. I'm awake. I'm alive. Comes back and then strangles him.
Yeah.
George, what'd you think of this one?
Man,
Beautiful display of jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah, that was debut of the night, and he's totally screaming, "I'm here to stay." And if you skip fur commercials, you miss the star being born. Pretty amazing to go over there and tear it up at PFL, and then come over here and be like, "All right, I'm ready now." He didn't sit there like a concrete mix.
No, he didn't. All right. Moving on to a man that was as excited as if he had just won the belt when he got a split decision victory. King Green pulling the Triple H spew after getting the split decision over Lance Gibson.
Damn it, Bobby!
Who was it that missed weight on this one? Somebody missed weight. Right?
Bobby.
Was it Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby. It was 157 and a half.
God
or
damn
I
it,
think
Bobby.
actually I think it was a late replacement, so they gave him the catch weight.
Okay. Well, regardless, this was not a great fight. And to start off our main card, this was rough to watch. Bobby walking forward with his hands down the whole time. Lance scared to do anything because he was worried Bobby was going to actually crack him with something.
He cracked him a couple times.
He cracked him a couple times. And it made Lance not want to do a damn thing. Will, what'd you think on that?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. It looked like me sparring one of the younger guys, and I have them terrified, so they don't want exactly what happened there. Like, George, how many times have you seen it now? You've been in the gym when the guy's going too hard with somebody, and I got to go in there and put them in their place. It looks like that, right? So, I mean, Bobby cracked him early, and then just kind of never let him unfeel his presence, right? He just took up his space a lot. He did a lot of that slipping and shit. Bobby's good at boxing. The total MMA game, it's been shown that he's not so great at that. And this kid just wanted to box with Bobby Green in the MMA fight. So if you're just going to go in there and box with Bobby Green, you're probably going to lose.
Yeah, it's a not smart move unless you're an actual boxer.
Right.
George?
Man, I would love to see Michael Venom Page walk out and show Bobby Green how it's done. Break out his best,
He would murder him.
Oh
my God.
Fire Marshal Bill. Let me show you something.
We would see another roofie incident.
That's illegal.
Oh,
don't be a
except for his head might actually come off.
And it'll be a jab, not a spinning hook kick. Or a knee, a flying knee. And then we're going to see a second man's skull caved in. No, thank you. All right. And most boring fight of the night award goes to the next one, heavyweight bout. Kennedy and Chukwu taking on Marcus Buchecha, ending in a draw.
My Lord.
Buchecha felt one shot from Kennedy and said, no, and then looked like he was running and ducking for cover, trying to get to a single leg. And he got Kennedy down several times. I think technically, in my eyes, he won the fight. But, like, it was such an ass performance. I wouldn't want to give him the victory either. What do you think, Will?
I think we send both guys 2-3 years to PFL and forget.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
That's all I have to honestly say about the whole thing.
I think we
one championship. Do you want 2 heavyweights for free?
Yeah, I know we just got Buchecha from you, but you can have him back.
Right back. And look, we give him a Injikawani.
Man, it was just so rough.
Injechku, not Injikawani.
George, did you think about turning in your white belt after watching this one?
No, what I thought was, kids, out there's those guys that are built like Brock Lesnar that pick on you. I'm not saying go fight them, but 1 out of every 10 has a glass jaw like this dude and doesn't want to get hit. So if you feel like rolling the dice and picking on the big guy, sometimes they'll work out for you. This guy got picked on. I totally thought, I was like, Jesus, this dude is yoked. This is going to be a banger. And it was not.
Was not at all. Buchecha just really letting down every BJJ fan out there. Work on your striking. Hey, man, you're in the UFC. You clearly can't take everybody down. Your wrestling isn't that great. So maybe figure out how to hit somebody in their shit. Just a thought.
Or not get hit, you know.
Yeah.
Do
Or maybe man up and just get your takedown.
Do that. You could do all kinds of stuff.
Several
Except
things.
this.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu's so much harder when you have a concussion.
That's true. Yeah. Wrestling gets more difficult when you have concussions too.
It's so hard when you can't see a thing because there's 5 of the things.
Speaking of
Everybody's gotta play
concussions,
until they get punched in the face.
Melquizel Costa handing out
Hurt my heart.
concussions for free. Big old head kick in round 1 to get the knockout over Morgan Chartier at 145. I told y'all.
Yeah,
That's all I got.
I don't know what's worse, watching my dude that I love, Morgan Charrier, go to sleep like that, or finding out the man that did it was wearing a woman's Snuggie all weekend long because he didn't know that that's what the fuck it was. He bought it at Walmart. So I have to
That's great.
deal with that. And
Well,
that's all I have. Good kick. Good kick, Milky.
I had to watch Sean Brady lose to Michael Morales. So, you know.
Did you see the interview that I'm talking about? He's wearing a leopard print
but I've
Snuggie.
seen a lot of other videos on Michael Morales.
Hear me out. So he goes to Walmart. He has to run in and use the bathroom. I guess they're grabbing Pedialyte for after the weight cut. He sees this leopard print Snuggie in the females department. And he's from Brazil. He doesn't fucking know, right? He just sees something he likes. So he grabs it. He wore it to the fucking press conference and he wore it after the fight. And in the locker room before the post-fight presser, one of the shoot box guys read the tag.
Oh no.
Females or women's dress.
Damn.
And Milk was like a fucking champ, put the thing on and finished the night in a women's dress.
Well,
That's
there's
rock
just
and
a
roll.
video of Michael Morales full on cross dressing in the streets.
Yeah, I saw it.
So I don't know. I feel like that one's worse. That one's a bit worse to see when your boy gets his butt whooped like that.
Yeah. I said that was going to happen, though.
Yeah.
I didn't know Melquizel was going to kick fucking Morgan Charrier's head off.
I did. George?
A picture's worth 1,000 words. I'll share the picture from the group chat. That's what happened.
No.
That is what happened.
Damn. Oof. All right. At 185, we had Cesariola Jacek getting the unanimous decision over Cesar Almeida. It's a good one. What do you got on that one, Will?
I was totally wrong on this one, too. I thought Cesar Almeida was going to be prepared for any kind of jiu-jitsu at all. Holy shit. Like, nothing at all. Like, you have a guy, and you're in his full guard, and then he just ninja kicks you off him, and then now he has you mounted. What is going the fuck on? Do you do jiu-jitsu at all? I think we should do more jiu-jitsu, Cesar Almeida.
He pulled that fuck your jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it didn't work. And then for Olajaychuk, it's like same with the kickboxing. Like, what was he doing? He was just standing right in front of Cesar Almeida. And every time he touched him, he hurt him. And then that's how ass Almeida's defense is, his takedown defense. He concussed the guy, and the guy still got the takedown on him. That was a rough watch.
Yeah, it was it gave hope to the grapplers, you know.
Yeah.
George? He hated it.
He hated
Man,
it.
this is
He
like your
hated it.
annoying. This is like your annoying cousin that wrestles and comes over and you don't know it, and you're just like, just let go.
Please get off me.
Yeah.
I don't want to know a Peterson.
Peterson's
You want
are
to
cool,
see
though.
what a double leg looks like? And I'm on my
That's the
back.
one.
Mm-hmm. That was the
Fun
one.
fact: I was ankle picking his older brother on a water slide, completely intoxicated, and that's when Tanner found out I could wrestle.
Yes. Oh man, this next one broke my heart, but at the same time, it was so awesome.
Oh my god!
Kevin Vlahos getting spinning back fist / was it back fist or elbow?
It was a back fist.
Yeah, spinning back fist on Giga Chikate, dropping him, getting him on Wobble Street, and then some follow up elbows. Wow, statement made. Giga started off strong.
Oh yeah,
That
he looked
that
great
first
early.
body kick, I was like, "Oh no, this isn't gonna last long." And then Kevin weathered that storm, found some action of his own, and got the dub and 50K bonus for that 145er.
Yeah, deserved.
Deserved.
Dude, he blew Giga's shin open with his elbow. Imagine how bad that hurt his elbow to have Giga's shin split open on it. That kid fought his ass off, and he's another one of these guys that's like a fan favorite, right? Because
Yeah.
I follow like all of them on their social media. Then there's a clip of after their face-offs, Giga's kind of smiling, almost kind of laughing at Kevin Vallejos. He's like realizing he's a foot taller than him, and one of the full violence guys, these dudes that follow around the UFC, is doing an interview with Kevin Vallejos. He speaks Spanish, and it's like, I think he's making fun of you because you're shorter than him, or I think he calls you short, and he's like, I am fucking short. So he's like, he doesn't take himself too serious, right? Like he's in there to have fun, and you could tell, bro. He took some hard shots from Giga and stood in there and took it. They figured it out in the corner. Hey, you're not gonna be able to run on his toes and land. You're gonna have to spin and do something. And Vallejos made it happen. One thing's for sure: every time that guy fights, you should tune in and watch because he's gonna put a show on for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a fan, bigger fan now. Took out one of the guys I revere as one of the best strikers in the 145 division. George?
Man, Giga's karate party ended when Vallejos hit that DJ booth with that back fist.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah. Is he a new boogeyman at 145? Is he a Baba Yaga?
All I know is
He's scary.
the Georgian fighters are having a rough year now. Tell me I'm wrong. First,
No, it's
Ilya
true.
is going through divorce and gives up his title. Then we have Marab getting taken out. Now we have Giga getting knocked out. It's a rough time for them Georgians. Right? All right. Let's run on to this main event. We had Manel Kape getting the victory over Brandon Royval at 125. Man, just a massive hook and some follow-up shots. I knew the moment he touched Royval, it wasn't going to last long. You could tell. Just like so many others, you could see the electricity run through Royval the moment he got touched. Kape's gyno shining like crazy. I really didn't expect Brandon Royval to last long. He has like the want to like stand in the pocket with everybody, but you can't do that with Kape. You just can't. Too much steroids in that tiny little frame. He hits like dynamite. Also, 50K bonus to Manel. Who'd he call out to? He called out some people?
Joshua Van.
Yeah, he called out Joshua Van. He said I couldn't understand what he was saying. He was saying some weird stuff. as usual.
Yeah, he says weird stuff. Something about changing someone's diaper. So
Yeah, something about changing a diaper. I don't know. Good luck. What do
yeah,
you think
he
on
can
that
fight
one?
his. He's a weirdo, but he can fight his ass off.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then one thing about him is he struggles to make the weight. He was one of the last guys to weigh in. Um, so it's hard for him to get there 2-3 times a year. Probably two's fine, but 3-4 times is not going to happen. 4 times won't happen at all. Yeah, it's kind of what I said. He's really good at trapping people along the fence. He has really good timing. He cuts good angles. He's with Eric Nixick now, and he has been for the last 2 years. So they've had that time to develop, and he's really learned that extreme couture striking system, which is incredible. We've seen guys do great things out of there with just the hands alone. I mean, Francis Ngannou boxed with Eric Nixick and then arguably beat Tyson Fury in a boxing fight. So, yeah. So you got Manel Kopp, who's got nuclear power, and he has a coach now that can dial him completely into where he needs to be. That's a dangerous fight for Joshua Van. But I think if they do it as soon as we can, I think February is what they're talking about. Trying to do it in February in Houston, Texas, in Joshua Van's hometown. One, he's not going to recover from the steroid cycle that he's on. You can see from that gyno that was just obvious. So obvious they were making brawl memes about it. And you just saw it with Merab Dvalishvili. These guys that struggle with weight cuts, you're going to put him in that situation again. So I think if we get him in February, I think Joshua Van runs him the fuck over.
Yeah. I think you're right. George?
Man, Cop yelled for a title shot post-fight. Joshua Van, that's my belt. 3 straight knockouts. Royval's wild style bit him again, and now he's on a skid. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of fights to be made at the top of that division right now, and everyone's automatically signing off on Pantoja. So I don't know. Would it be better for Cop to win that belt and let Pantoja come in and get him? I don't know. But I got a feeling that somebody's getting choked out when he comes back.
Yeah, Manel Kopp already has a loss to Pantoja, and it wasn't close. So I think the best situation happened for Manel Kopp. Like, he's just happy to have a dude not named Alexandre Pantoja up there, so he's going to do everything he can do to fight him.
The issue for him is the UFC has been looking at bringing in Muhammad Makayev back. That was the last man to beat him.
That would be an issue. Yeah.
And that was the guy who was looking to be the rightful title challenger before Van stepped in.
That's right.
I don't know. I would love to see in the US or UFC's brass offices and see what they've got cooking up on their boards. You never know. That's it for our fight night recap. We don't have another UFC event until UFC 324, Saturday, January 24th, 2026. We're going 6 weeks with no UFC events, but we'll have plenty of other stuff to cover. We have a PFL that we can kind of cover a little bit that just happened on Saturday that we talked about how we couldn't watch because it was locked to specific streaming and zones for ESPN. We have another PFL event next weekend that I'm also not going to watch because the same thing. I'm just being real with it. It's the same thing. It's region locked on ESPN, but if you have DAZN, you can watch it. I'm not paying for another service.
Or ESPN Unlimited is another one. Like, they're trying to get you to do that now. Like, I already got ESPN Plus, not anymore. Not after midnight of last night. I don't have ESPN Plus anymore, but you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, guys, how much of my money do you want?
Yeah, I just not for me. But I would like to talk about this one that just happened, the PFL Lion. more specifically, I'd like to talk about 2 fights on it. There wasn't a whole lot that I really cared about on this, but we have Chris Cyborg. She fought Sarah Collins, who was a 6-0 undefeated fighter, coming in to fight the 28-2 Cyborg. The juice to the gills. I don't know if you saw the
Oh
pictures
my
of her,
God.
but like
Yeah.
her HGH jaw has gotten bigger. I don't know. I didn't think it was possible, but her square jaw got more squared. It's wild to look at. Like she looks like somebody just put clay on her face and started sculpting, and then they're like, yeah, that's perfect. Dude, it's the wildest shit. Like
she looks like handsome Squidward.
Yeah, handsome Squidward. Yeah. Or the Spy Kids when they do like the clay face things. That's what she looks like. It's weird. It's super weird.
And then she called out a 125er.
Jesus. Yeah.
She's like, I'll fight Dakota Ditcheva. It's like, what? What?
I
How are
bet
you going to make
will.
125? No. She's going to move up to 35. Why? Why would she do that? Like, what?
I just want to point out that didn't work out so well for her. Oh, no. Was the Nunez fight was at 45, wasn't it? Yeah, it was at 45.
Yeah.
Dang.
And Amanda
she wouldn't go down to 35.
Fuck no.
There's no way. She would only go to 45.
Yeah, and like you said, all the roids, her traps are bigger than mine. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, she couldn't do 35. There's no way.
There's no way. And if there was any kind of drug testing at all over there, she wouldn't be able to fight. Jesus Christ.
Yes. Remember when they put her up against Tanya Evinger for the belt?
What? Yeah, what the fuck, guys?
What was that?
The lunch lady? You had her fight the lunch lady? You pieces of shit. What?
Damn.
She should have fought Max fucking Holloway, and it probably would have been competitive.
Damn.
Jesus.
Damn. I mean, fair though. Yeah. And then she fought that Felicia Spencer. Gosh, she's been handed. She's had some crazy tough bouts too. Let me not.
Yeah. You know, Felicia's agent was like, are you guys serious?
The fight with Holly Holm was great, you know?
Yeah.
But golly, I think Cyborg has the most world title fights for a woman at this point. I'm not quite sure how many she has, but I do believe
it's
she
like
has
Invicta, the UFC, Bellator. She's been at every one of them.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 world title fights out of 31 fights.
Damn. That's
when
all
you're
well
juiced
and good,
to the gills
Amanda,
for 20 years.
Right.
You can do that.
That's why I loved it when Nunez turned her into a meme.
I know.
Oh, that was so satisfying.
Yes.
Probably because she Suge Knighted her way into every title fight.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she did.
Absolutely. She's trying to do that to Ditcheva now. Like, you're gonna move up and fight me because I say so.
Yeah, right. That's the wildest shit.
I'm gonna continue to be the fastest rising star in MMA. Fuck you.
Yeah, right. That's the dumbest way to ruin your street cred in this game.
Hey, there's a trade I'm still all good for. You know, if you want to send Uncle Eye to PFL and bring her over, go ahead.
Yep,
I'm 100% okay with that.
And both heavyweights from last night. All right. The Buchecha and fucking the other guy.
Yeah, take them. All right. Let's talk about the main event on that one, where we had Vadim Nemkov getting the victory, winning the belt over Renan Ferreira with an arm triangle 4 minutes into round one. Fucking awesome, first and foremost. Nimkov is just an absolute animal. So it's great to see him taking out somebody else who was an animal in Henan Ferreira. But he didn't do it easily, man. Henan hit him a couple times, and Nimkov was like, "Yeah, we're grappling." Did you happen to watch that one?
Yes, and that is exactly what the fuck you should do in that situation. You're not standing there and trading shots with Henan Ferreira. Fuck that.
No.
We're not doing that. Not at all. And that's kind of what I look to happen to Francis Ngannou if he gets in there with Nimkov. Like,
Yeah.
if Nimkov and Francis Ngannou get in there, bud, you better believe that Nimkov's going to be chopping his leg off until he can grab that bitch and put Francis on his back.
Yeah, he's not going to do what Henan did when Henan fought Francis.
No.
I'm going to stand right in front of him.
Nimkov can wrestle.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to touch on?
Just we're probably gonna talk on Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
You know, we're gonna have something to say after that happens Friday. So, just to reiterate, I think if the fight's not done and if it makes it 3 rounds because Anthony Joshua is toying with him, then okay. But if it makes it more than 3 rounds, I'm gonna think that shit's fixed. As good as Jake Paul has looked on the bag, and he does look really good, and as much credit as I give him for having the giant brass balls to go fight Anthony Joshua, we can't forget what Anthony Joshua has done to these mountainous men throughout his career. He's Olympic gold medalist, and yeah, I just look for him to break Jake Paul's face. If this is a real, legit, nothing shady going on, if this is a legit fight, I look for Anthony Joshua to fuck him up bad quick.
Yeah. Yes. I think it's going to be a legit one. I think it's going to be great to watch. We should also point out that Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury have agreed to fight next year.
Oh, so he can't take an L.
Yeah.
There's no way he can lose to Jake Paul, or that's
otherwise
out the
Jake
window.
Paul's getting that fight.
Oh God.
Yeah. I would love to see Tyson Fury beat up Jake Paul. On this card, though, we've got a few other championship fights. We have Yokasta Valal, the strawweight women's WBC champion, defending her title. We have Caroline Dubois, who is the lightweight WBC female champion. And then we have Chernika Johnson, who is the bantamweight female champion, taking on Amanda Gale. Then we have a cruiserweight bout between Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley.
Why would Woodley do that to himself?
That was my question as well.
What the fuck? He has people around him that do not like him.
He has yes men around him. That's what he has. Yeah, dude, God. You can beat Anderson Silva in a stand-up battle.
It's only boxing.
Uh-huh. And then the co-main, we have the women's WBO, IBF, and WBA super featherweight champion Alicia Baumgartner taking on Layla Baudon. And then obviously our main for that is Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Supposedly
Baumgartner's good.
Yes, she's really good. Supposedly Jake Paul has broke his nose. Wondering how that's going to play into this weekend. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, apparently
amateur hour over
Jake
here.
Jake Paul broke his nose in practice. That's the rumor.
He was fine last week. Why are you taking shots this week? You fight this week.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? 2 weeks out, nobody touches you.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know.
Fucking crazy. Silly. So now Anthony Joshua is going to punch him in an already broken face.
Yep, that would be.
Fuck.
I'm here for it.
Holy shit. Oh man. That's terrible. Rip. Oh god.
And
I
that
hope
will be.
W Cologne has good insurance.
That will be this Friday on Netflix. So, yeah, I am looking forward to it. Start 8 p.m. Eastern time for the main card. So expect them to walk around midnight.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, hopefully it's not midnight like Karate
It's
Combat.
boxing.
No, 7 o'clock.
And they
no,
do
8
a
o'clock.
concert.
No, 9 o'clock.
Dude, they do a fucking concert in between fights and shit. Like they
Yep.
remember the last one? Like, oh my god, it's like just fucking get on with it. And then the walkouts are concerts.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just
All
fucking
right.
get in there and do the thing. Holy shit.
I have nothing else. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to add?
I do not. Just we love you guys and keep tuning in.